Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. With patch 4.0 we got a new 5-star gem called Blood Floe. In this video we'll be taking it from rank 1 all the way to rank 10, so if you're curious to learn what each rank does, stick around because this video is for you. The first thing that we need to do is take advantage of Gem Surge and upgrade our 4-star gem that we got from running rifts. Let's take a look at this. It costs 22 and we can upgrade our 4-star gem to 5 stars. So let's go ahead and do that. And boom, we have our 5-star gem. I love this event because it's so easy now to get a 5-star from it, even if your luck in Rift is really bad. Most of us will get 4-star gems, so with the Gem Surge event, we almost always can get a 5-star gem now, which is awesome. Okay, let's get started. At rank 1, increases resistance by 124 combat rating. Your critical hits cause you to enter the Blood Rage for 6 seconds, increasing your damage done by 9% and your critical hit damage by 18%. While Blood Rage is active, your critical hits also rend flesh, causing enemies to bleed for an additional 10% base damage every second for 3 seconds. And of course, this has a 20-second internal cooldown. So from rank 1 to 2, doubles our resistance and combat rating. Damage and half of critical hit damage goes from 9 to 11%. From rank 2 to 3, we go to 300 resistance, 72 combat rating, and we gain 1% critical hit chance for each nearby bleeding enemy, up to a maximum of 4%. From rank 3 to 4, resistance goes to 400, combat rating to 96, damage and half of critical hit damage goes from 11 to 13%. From rank 4 to 5, resonance goes from 400 to 500, combat rating 96 to 120. You gain 2% critical hit chance for each nearby bleeding enemy, up to a maximum of 8%. And of course, at rank 5, we get our 15% magic find. From rank 5 to 6, 600 resonance, 144 combat rating, damage and half of critical hit damage, 16%. From rank 6 to 7, 700 combat rating. From rank 6 to 7, 700 resonance, 168 combat rating. You gain 3% critical hit chance for each nearby bleeding enemy, up to a maximum of 12%. Rank 7 to rank 8, 800 resonance, 192 combat rating. Damage and half of critical hit damage from 16% to 18%. From rank 8 to 9, 900 resonance, 216 combat rating, and you gain 4% increased critical hit chance for each nearby bleeding enemy, up to a maximum of 16%. And finally, from rank 9 to rank 10, 1000 resonance, 240 combat rating, damage and half of critical hit damage from 18% to 20%. There we go. Rank 10, Blood Floe. And the resonance gems that go inside: Mercy's Harvest, Moss Thorn, Cold Confident, Starfire Shard, and finally, Gloom Cask. Now let's head to the training dummy and check out how this gem performs. Alright, there are a few tests that we want to perform to validate that the gem is working as expected. The first one is going to be, does Vithu's Urge extend the base of 6 seconds to about 8 seconds? I don't have a whole lot of beneficial effects duration, so this should be about 8 seconds if the 2-piece extends. So first, should just be 6 seconds with the buff. So there it goes. And that's the base 6 seconds. So now let's see if Vithu's Urge extends that. We'll put on this ring. So now we have the 2-piece on. And let's attack until we get a crit. We have the crit. And it definitely gets extended well over 8 seconds. The next test we want to perform is the critical hit based on the bleeding enemy. So the tooltip says you gain 4% critical hit chance for each nearby bleeding enemy. So for this test, I'm running Puncta Obscura, which adds a bleed to the enemy. So theoretically, if I bleed both these targets, my critical hit chance should go from my base of 22% up to 30% if it's working. So let's go ahead and try that right now. Okay, bleed both targets. Pull up the tooltip. And it does in fact go to 30%. Awesome. And let's validate that Flayer's Banquet also has the same effect. So Flayer's Banquet adds a bleed during Vengeance, so we can check and validate whether that works or not. And I did swap in 2-piece Barons just so that my harmful effects is increased by 30% just for this test. So I should be able to bleed both these targets. And again, my critical hit chance should go from 22 to 30%. Vengeance here. Bleed both targets. Check. 30%. So it does in fact work. Awesome. And one final test. Does Flayer's Banquet, the bleed chest, stack with Puncta Obscura, the bleed offhand? It should not stack, but let's validate that and check. I did move a couple things around to run Pain Sower. That way Impale and Vengeance both get fired at the same time. That way I can put bleeds on both of these targets real fast. So that was the only change that I made. So here we go. Let's try. And it's still 30%. So no, they do not stack. As far as what gem I will probably replace, it will most likely be Starfire Shard. Starfire Shard is kind of a one and done type of gem. A lot of people move out of this damage because everyone moves very, very quickly in PvP. A lot of people are also immune to knockback. So I think this one and done gem can get shelved for a while, but not really shelved because this gem goes inside of Blood Floe. So I'm not losing too much. So this more than likely is what's going to be my move, but we'll see over the next coming days how the meta plays out. There's still a lot of new essences. Everyone's figuring out the new builds. Everyone's figuring out the new gem. So we'll see what happens. I may swap some things out. And that's going to do it for this video. Thanks everyone for watching. Good luck on the essence grind. Good luck on your gem grind. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.